Hello, Chard Snyder. It's Paul the Ripples guy. Do you remember hanging out with me on January 31st? It was only a few weeks ago. It was less than 2 months ago. It seems like a million years ago, doesn't it? The world is so different than it was back then. And we got together to talk about how to go through challenge and change. And guess what? I didn't know it at the time, but it turns out I probably didn't show up to help you through something that you had already gone through. I'm guessing that God, the universe, said, Paul, they think they need it for what has been, but I think that they're gonna need it for what's about to come. And it turns out that those three questions we explored, what is it time to let go of? What will be important to hold on to? And what might be useful to look forward to? Those three questions still really apply because we're going to have some letting go to do. The way we thought the next few months were going to go, they're not. And we got to let go of the way we were thinking about it. And we've got to let go of the way we used to do things because, oh my gosh, there's a whole new set of things. And we've got to hold on because there is a lot that is going to stay the same. You know, since all this weirdness began in the last few weeks here in the US, I've had friends that have had babies, that have gotten engaged. There is a lot of things that are still happening. And the extent that which you can take with you some normalcy, some routine, some of the usual things that you're still able to do. You know, brushing my teeth, it's so normal and it's just exactly like I was doing it on January 31st. And I'm really noticing all the things that haven't changed, and that's helping me deal with everything that has. And then there's looking forward, because this is going to be hard, and I don't think we should sugarcoat it. This is going to be hard for several days, several weeks, several months. This is going to be different. I do think in a year from now, we're going to be looking back, we're going to be on an upswing, and a lot of things will have gotten better, even though we will have gone through some bad times. We're going to need to keep our eye on some looking forward, some positive things. And the longest that you can imagine holding on, if it's a few months, just know I am almost certain that next fall we will already be putting pieces together and figuring out a new normal. I've been saying for myself, a year from now, Memorial Day a year from now is going to be completely different. And that works for me. Do you remember us talking about liminal space and that when you walked into your building, do you remember going to work and you had the building that you worked in? I bet you're all working from home now. But that glass area, when you walk in the first set of doors, there's this liminal space. There's this in between where you're not all the way in, you're not out. We are in a liminal space right now. We are done with the way things had been doing up until a few weeks ago. We haven't figured out what the new normal is yet. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with our government leaders, our business leaders. We're all trying to figure this out, and it keeps changing day by day, in some cases hour by hour. Recognize that this is a liminal space we're all in. Some of you I've been hanging out with on the weekly Ripples and on social media, and so you already know that I whipped up this sticker with the help of a bunch of people to help remind us all that we got this if we focus on four things. Curious minds, we've got to lean into the learning possibilities. Open hearts, we've got to get along with each other better. We need more empathy and compassion and kindness and patience. Calm spirits. Do you remember here now? Here now, here now, here now. Because while it's always been true, it's never been more important that we bring a mindful presence to our work, to our lives, to really every human interaction we have. It's going to help us wash our hands more and touch our face less. It's going to help us remember that everyone needs a little bit of extra compassion and generosity. So anything we can do to nurture our calm spirit. And all of this needs to take place while we nurture our health. Because everything we can do to work on our rest and our exercise and our nutrition and our hydration, everything taking care of our health helps us minimize the chance we'll get sick, helps us minimize the impact if we do get sick, and helps us minimize the impact to the healthcare system that needs that so much right now. If you would like a sticker like this, I would like to send you one for free. A bunch of people have pitched in money to help me print these up and mail these out. If you send a blank email to wegotthis@theripplesguy.com, I will send you a link to a little Google form you can fill out. It takes a second, and then I'll drop these in the mail, all right? I know this is weird. It's okay to cry, it's okay to scream, it's okay to be scared a little bit, but just remember, here now, here now, here now. We got this, Chard Snyder. We got this. As a bonus, I'm going to get to come hang out with you all again in a few months. Who knows when, but there will be a time when we are all together and we are able to high five or at least fist bump, and it will be good. I will see you then.